Yeah, this episode is all about sex organs, and I don't really care for them, but I'm contractually obliged to review them. The rose is the logo of the Labour Party. HTC's clearly has a robot eye in it. If you browse to the old SoftBank emojis, you find one that literally didn't look like anything at all. A scrunchie? Scrunched up paper? A shower poof?
I'm comparing different pictures of rose emojis. Oh, I better pick the one that's clearest to see, yeah. How about this emoji text? Yeah, that was the best one for me.
The wilted rose is the logo of New Labour. I have similar posture to these plants and similar hair. Most of them have lost a petal and are staring down at it in regret. Yeah, Google. A female rose is called a rosette. I kind of think of a rosette as that, like, badge for winners and politicians, and not much like any of these. You see, they followed the Apple prompt rather than the Unicode brief, and that's why this pathetic emoji that's offering is the best, because it actually looks like the thing and you might ever use it. Sunflowers feel like they'd be fetishized and slut-shamed within the flower community. They're just so thick and they look like subwoofers. They've got their sex parts all up on display and they use their leaves to seductively shrug at you. Apple, I guess. Now, my opinionation on the blossom emoji. Apples is a bread sculpture. Sometimes you can have too much texture and it ends up as a bread sculpture. Facebook's is an orange sculpture, a sculpture made from oranges. Someone who gives a fuck about flowers might point out some impossible petal counts here, but I don't know. Emoji Death looks like you're falling to your doom. Well, that or a... no, it's a doom hole. Algaes looks just like one of those biscuits, an empire bit. No, realistic flowers isn't what we're after here. It feels like it should just be cute. And they're all so bad that I'm seriously saying Mozilla. Remember Mozilla? Much like cola, the blossom has a cherry variant, a cherryant. Since Apple's version has the detail of these wild stamina reaching all over the place, nearly everyone else has imitated that. Google's uses negative space and winds up as the Greendale flag. Microsoft's could be a Kirby game's final boss. Twitter's is like some science thing, is what it's like. Algaes is made of balloons. The old Japanese ones are separate and it falls from a tree emoji. Really, I don't think anyone's quite got the balance of simplicity and accuracy here, but Joypix is closest. The white flower is a very Japanese reference, a teacher's stamp for good work with a little message inside it. And yet, we can bring this into our conversation, because we're often proud of our friends. Good work, friends. I've got friends. It feels like the older emoji designers didn't really get the same brief. Joy Pixels is a little ninja character coming to get you. The message is a bit long to squish down into one symbol, but these dots feel wrong. It doesn't work as Braille. So if we're keeping the message, I think Facebook puts it most clearly. Well done. The tulip is the most fabulous drag queen turning up. Hey! And I'm apple picking. Hibiscuses look like this because they do, like botanic satellite dishes sending signal to the Triffid overlords. These are kind of messy designs. I'll let Apple have it. And the bouquet, not to be confused with the upcoming bucket emoji. A bouquet is a creepy gift. You're giving someone a clutch of dead organisms from which you can technically prize a bit more life if you rush them to immediate and thorough care. It's a burden of responsibility, it's a ticking time bomb, and it always wilts pretty soon anyway. But that's a pretty decent depiction of romance. SoftBank. Sometimes when you're picking an emoji, what you really need to express is diamond with a dot. Apparently this just means kawaii. I really can't get anything else on this symbol. It's been around on Docomo since 1999, and that's some retro emoji shit, right? If this symbol is now used to generally suggest kawaii, this is kinda an example of emogenesis, a meaning emerging from an emoji. Emojing. Someone looked at it, thought, flowers are nice, and started using it to mean cute. And it's pink, it's like a cherry blossom in a kawaii girl's hair. That's what they're going for, and of course pink blossoms are associated with cuteness. When Apple got hold of the symbol, they went a lot more crystalline with it. They chose a sky blue, and it's only got more gem-like, making a kind of clean cyberpunk aesthetic like Mirror's Edge or Columns, Crystal Punk, Glass Punk. And of course, when Apple have an emoji design, everyone imitates it, even if they have no clue what it means. Hence, this little square that looks like the rune you need to find to get into a beautiful sky palace. Kawaii, huh? A similar thing has happened with eggplant and dick. I really hope your dick doesn't look like this. But that's what the emoji means now, which is really upsetting to people who are just trying to say eggplant. Several sweaty eggplants. It's like where there was a flower in a Sonic CD level, and then you go to the good future, and now it's this. Due to the intense mutation of the symbol, it's a very difficult one to grade. I don't want to dismiss the blue rune on its own merits, but does it have any? Is it actually used? I really can't tell, or be bothered to check. So Docomo get it. The fleur-de-lis connotes regality, hence it doesn't really have any applicable meaning in a modern world. Whatever, it's pretty in a posh way. I'm Colin's surname. I gotta go for the Apple design, they've polished it well. If you liked this video, you are enabling me.